Levi Hancock. Howdy, I'm Levi Hancock.
Hello, Levi. Todd Rosso. How you doing today?
Good, it's nice to meet you. I'd love for you to have my business card in case you need to contact me in the future.
Awesome. Come on in my office.
How was your drive in this morning, sir?
Well, that's kind of interesting, with all the activities going on today, and people supposed to be in this part of the state. So,
Yes, sir.
be interesting to drive home.
Are you from around here?
I do. I live outside town here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've grown up around here my whole life too, so we just watched the city grow up together, I guess.
Yeah. It gets worse every year. The traffic does around this town.
That's the truth. Is it okay with you if I ask you a few questions about yourself and your business before we get started?
Sure. I got about 10-12 minutes, to devote solely to you.
Okay, sounds great. When you're making a purchase as the owner of your business, what are you looking for as a buyer? What are you looking for in your salesman?
As a buyer, someone who stands behind their products,
Good.
products that make me more efficient in what we do. We're really trying to, to the point of our current location, we're trying to add more locations and more advisors and things like that and expand, and I need to be more efficient.
Okay. Are you usually quick to jump on a new innovation in the market, or do you like to see how it plays out first?
I would say we're early adopters.
Okay.
We don't want to be the guinea pigs, right, as an innovator, but early adopters, anything to make us more efficient.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Be what we're after.
Okay. And tell me about your current tax planning situation, your process that you do right now.
Well, it's pretty clunky, right? That's a portion of what we do in our financial office here, and it seems to be that it's taking upwards of an hour or two for our advisors to get a return put together, and really like to get that down to 30 minutes or less for the average return. So
Okay.
I don't know where other offices are doing, but just what I'm hearing in the when I go to the trade shows and things, it seems like we're spending a lot more time than some of the competitors around town.
Okay. Are you looking to make tax planning a bigger percentage of your business in the future?
So as we grow, it'll become a bigger percentage, but the reason we do it is not profitability, because we don't make a lot.
Yes, sir.
Doing that. We do that to support our financial clients.
Yes, sir.
Where the money is. So
For the customer retention.
And everything
Yes,
else.
sir.
So naturally it becomes a bigger percentage, but we don't plan on it being a standalone offering, right?
Okay.
It's an offering for our existing clients that we have on the financial side.
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you find that during tax season when you're swamped, it's a little harder to find time to prospect maybe and find new clients?
Well, you only have so many hours in a day, right? So
Sure.
during tax season, especially, if we're stuck in our offices and our cubes, and we're not out in front of customers growing our business. So
Sir.
if we can cut that hour down to 30 minutes or less for an average return, that would give us another couple hours a day to be out prospecting for additional revenue clients.
Yes, sir. So I'm here today with Holistiplan, which is a tax planning software that expedites the process of reading and analyzing a return. So I really think we could help y'all out and be good for your business. So this is our efficiency as compared to doing it manually. As you mentioned, an average advisor will take about an hour to do a thorough tax plan. Holistiplan can do 6 in the same time. So there's a 6-fold increase in efficiency, and the gap continues to get larger as you continue to use Holistiplan. And this is just a testimony about how tax planning is becoming increasingly more valuable for advisors like yourself to add value for your clients, like you were talking about earlier. And I brought an example of what a return will look like when you print it. So demystifies the tax planning process for your client. It shows them very clearly things that they want to know, like their AGI, the total amount they're paying in taxes, what their marginal and effective tax rate is without you having to do these calculations. And so that increases customer retention, as we spoke about earlier, because very few other firms are doing things like this for people. And so if you're the first person to explain someone's taxes to them, they're much more likely to stick with you in the long run. Do you have any questions about this so far?
So it just drives the efficiency by doing a lot of the calculations and analysis for you, basically?
Yes, sir. And it'll also make, if there's a mistake made in the return, it will show it here in the observations. So you can go through these with your clients. So for example, if they took the standard deduction, if they're married, they took the standard deduction of about $26,000, but they donated $40,000 to charity, it'll mark that and say that they shouldn't have taken the standard deduction. So you can also end up saving your clients a lot of money. And that's something else I wanted to talk to you about, is the customer retention rate. When using Holisticplan, it almost cuts the industry average in half, attrition rate. So the industry average is about 19%, but the feedback we've gotten from advisors that have been using Holisticplan is that it's down to about 10%. So that's the major draw for our technology.
So this particular software, does it reside on our local computers and hard drives, or is it something that's a web-based program? And
it's a web-based program, yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about the security. I mean, that's a huge deal.
Yes, that's it
nowadays.
Yes, sir. That's a huge deal to us. There is insurance on it, but also we have very, I don't know how to explain it, but cryptic. It is secured, I know, your information, because we know that's a huge deal to our clients. And so only you can access it as the advisor. And yeah.
So startup wise, what do y'all offer for getting this thing up and running, with our advisors, training, all that kind of stuff?
Yes, sir. So when you make the purchase, there is a training plan that we will do with all of your advisors as part of the charge of the plan. And we'll run you through the whole thing, how to make projections in the future if you want for your clients, and just how to deal with the whole software, so you'll know in detail how everything works with everything.
That's some big increases in efficiency. I mean, is there any kind of guarantees with that, or satisfaction guarantees, or anything? Because it's big numbers you're offering.
Yes,
there.
sir. The efficiency is guaranteed. No tax return will take more than 10 minutes to upload, no matter how many pages it is. So that is, the efficiency is guaranteed. And then satisfaction guarantee is really, it's sold on a yearly basis. So we will basically guarantee you'll love it and you'll keep resubscribing to our service. But if for some reason you didn't, you wouldn't have to purchase it again next year. So
fair enough.
Today I'm looking to sell 500 uploads, which will cover your current client base and also allow room to grow for $6,000.
So is that something that's, we're all in or we're not? I mean, it's 500 or we're not, or is there a way to slowly dip our feet in the Kool-Aid here?
Well, you could do 300 for 3,500 if there wouldn't be as much room to grow with your clients for this year. But if you want to just get your satisfaction guarantee with 300 uploads, we could do that.
I think that's what we'd rather start with, and hey, you can give it a few weeks. If you really like it, we'll definitely bump that number up.
Okay, sounds great.
Just like starting a little bit slow,
Yes, sir.
Technology.
I understand.
It's gotta work.
I understand that. Well, thank you. for your business. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Appreciate it, Levi.